Hi, the 20th of September 2023. On generators, on the subject of generators, I just want to make a very brief video, something that I forgot to put in the earlier one. If you're talking about a single cylinder petrol engine, such as the Honda, usually 5 horsepower, usually about 2 kilowatt, 2.2 kilowatt or thereabouts. Uh, you can start these by hand easily. They're easily started by hand. You just pull them and a child would start them. Even the clones of them, even the ones sold as copies, I have found if you put the choke on, put on your switches down and give it the second pull, it'll go on the second pull. Starting has never been a problem with these for me, provided you keep them dry. Water can go into the air filter and that'll cause problems. But if you keep it dry, just put on the choke, on the second pull, it will always start. And it's a comfort that way. Now, the petrol really is only suitable for 2.5 kilowatts, really, because of its expense, and it runs very fast. They're all right, I mean, but they're light things and that, and probably will give trouble eventually, and it can be very hard to get parts, I'm told, for the Honda copies. They say that the Honda parts will not fit the Honda copies. I don't know, maybe someone would comment. But I have another very important point to make. If you're buying a diesel generator and you see a pulling handle on it, a pull cord, make sure it has a battery start. I do not know why Lamborghini puts a starting cord on their generators. Whether they're decompressed or not, and most of them have no decompression, they will break your arm. Nobody will start a diesel engine with a pull cord. It can be done. I have no doubt maybe some people do it, but it is almost impossible. And I'm fairly strong and I cannot twist it at all. And it'll come, if you pull it hard, you'll pull the whole generator away rather than get it to start. It's not on. They shouldn't be put on it. You need to check if there's a battery start, a good battery starter. If it is a good battery starter, you can get a purpose-made battery, or you can buy a small car battery and extend the little platform for it and make the connections. Once they have a battery, they'll turn on the first turn. I've never known the piston to go around the second time. They're so good and so efficient, and they'll run all the time. So I want to get that point across. Russian bot was asking me about it, and I'm sure others. Ignore the pull cord. The pull cord, I don't know why they put on it. Oh my, I'd love to see. Even when it's warm, I have failed to start it. I just couldn't go there. You're better paying all your wages on the mains electricity than pulling a cord. You have the battery, you just press the button and away she goes. And they're good, really good. A bit noisy, I agree. Now, of course, there are 3-cylinder diesels and 2-cylinder diesels, all 4-stroke. You would never buy a 2-stroke. There was a Chinese 2-stroke generator. Oh, it was a heap of junk. I went fishing with a fellow one time over the west, and he had one of them at the caravan, and we needed it, and no, it wouldn't go. It simply wouldn't go. Pulling it the whole night. Don't buy a 2-stroke generator. Don't buy them. The only thing 2-stroke is hand tools like a strimmer, a chainsaw made by a reputable company, and stuff like that. But don't buy 2-strokes at all. Some motorbikes are 2-stroke. They might be okay, but don't buy them as a general rule. Now, the thing about it is, I just to make that point now on less than 5 minutes, you will not start diesel generator, single cylinder or multi-cylinder, with compressors or not, with the pull cord. You might prove me wrong once or twice, but it'll get to the stage where nobody will want to go near it. You won't want to go near it. Nobody will want it. You just don't want to be pulling the arm out of yourself at that crack, when there's a simple solution if it has a starter and a battery. Make sure if you're buying one, a diesel one, it has an electric start. Make absolutely sure. And that's a good robust starter, not an old tin thing, a good old robust aluminium steel case starter with a Bendix and the whole lot on it. and a battery stand and the whole lot. And once you have that, you're away in the hack. It'll just go like that. That's the way. So that's just my tuppence safety work, folks, on that. I just like to get that in case somebody might not spot that. I know, I've no doubt about that. I've no doubt about it. You've got to watch for that. You will, if you start trying to start a diesel engine with this pull cord, you'll be in for a bit of a surprise. And I often started the cement mixers. They had some of them English makes, a Peters engine in them too. You could get them going, but they had a decompressor and a handle. The handle is a more robust thing than a pull cord. My God Almighty, it's ridiculous, folks. That'll do. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. We'll see you back for something soon. Bye.